My name's Tom Waldner. I'm a carpenter foreman for Lakewood Construction. I started at Lakewood through the building trades program. When I started here, I was hired as a carpenter, but I was handed a shovel. And so I literally dug my way out to becoming a foreman and been there ever since. A huge remodel at the Graves Hall at Hope College. We did tongue and groove on the ceilings, tons of white oak wainscoting and trim, casing, doors, hardware, radiuses, archways. I mean, pretty much every challenge a finished carpenter could face is under that roof. That was just a good time. A lot of good finished work in that building, and it's kind of a model. If anybody questions what you've ever been doing, say, go look at that.
I remember the first time that I met Tom. He came on to a project we were working on in Georgetown Township, the library there, and there was a lot of really unique finishes on that project. And Tom came onto that project and definitely set me at ease because he was able to fully visualize, before we even got into that portion of the project, how everything was going to come together.
Well, I look at it as if it was mine. If I was to look at this every day, what would I want to look at? So I make sure that it's up to my own standards, and for the most part, that's beyond an ownership standard. One of the challenges that I face is figuring out different problems on job sites, like setting a door frame in an opening that's 7/8 of an inch out of plumb. And so what I did was I made a piece of plywood to fit in the door frame, and then I set the door to that piece of plywood, and it worked.
People really appreciate Tom's understanding of the materials, how they come together. When you look at it, you know it was done right.
Well, just to, go the extra step to make it look good. When it's done, and you want it to be quality when it's done, because we don't want to come back and fix something later if we can help it. If you can't afford to do it right the first time, you can't afford to do it twice, that's for sure.
Tom just seems to be a natural leader in the field, inside and outside of work. People call him, lean on his expertise.
I kind of approach it as, kind of break it down into smaller pieces. Some of these jobs, you get new guys, they're like, oh, this thing's huge. And it's like, well, we're not doing it all in one day. We're going to break it down and keep it going and go as quickly as we can, the best we can, and get it done. Well, it kind of validates what I've been doing over the last 26 years now, and hopefully it can help somebody else get started. Now's a good time to get started. The industry needs help, across all trades really right now. So it's not impossible. Just be patient and stick with it, and you can make a pretty decent living doing it.